the typical set aside is between 15 and 20%.
And if I recall correctly, that might have been a 6 unit to the acre density as opposed to.
And when he did the additional 30, went to 7. He went from
That's
6
correct.
to 7 units per acre, so we still kept the density low on that particular site. But essentially, you're correct, Kathy, there are other ways to do it, but they are somewhat more, they're expensive and complicated, and fair share will hold you to the fire on the issue of the funding. Because every town is like, well, I don't want to absorb all these units through inclusionary. You know, it's so many more units, so let me do the 100%. It's 1-to-1, it's not 4-to-1. But fair share, you know, knows this, and what a lot of towns did back when they were filing with COAH during the last filing in 2008, is they put together a phantom plan. And they'd say they were going to do these things and just kind of kick the can down the road and wait for either COAH or, as it turned out in the court, Fair Share Housing, to basically step up and say, no, this isn't going to work. If you want to include this in the plan, here's what you have to do. And it's money, money, money.
Has Fair Share been involved since the beginning, like the early 80s?
No,
No, no, it hasn't.
no.
The Fair Share Housing Center was designated in 2015 by the Supreme Court as an entity. They're a nonprofit entity, and they allegedly stand in the shoes, and they actually do. They stand in the shoes of low and moderate income households. So they are an organization that protect the interests of people who would benefit from this type of housing. So they were designated as a quote-unquote interested party, but they are a party to the litigation, and they have been the party that has been settling all of these cases on behalf of people who require the affordable housing.
The predecessor was known as the public advocate.
That's right. That's right.
I've heard it said that Fair Share Housing is heavily funded by developers. Is that accurate?
That's what everyone suspects, and I believe
There have
that's.
been subpoenas to discover that.
There have been, and at least some of the funding sources that they disclose on their website, you can take a look at their website, fairshare.housingcenter.org. You know, they do disclose some of the funding sources that they get. They don't disclose necessarily builders in particular, but I can't imagine that they are not being at least assisted by the Builders Association.
And suffice to say, there's an obvious mutually beneficial interest
Absolutely.
between Fair Share Housing and the New Jersey Builders Association and various developers, because when a good chunk of the mechanism for meeting the affordable housing obligation is inclusionary development, 4 or 5 or more market rate units for each affordable housing unit, then invariably Fair Share's success in increasing the number of affordable housing units has an exponential benefit to the various developers who are interveners.
Who are licking their chops.
Yes.
Or licking their chops, yes. So,
Sounds like an unholy alliance.
That's what we used to say. It's making a deal with
we
the
would never
devil,
say that.
You know?
But it is what it is.
Who's in charge? Are you in charge of the call, or you want me to
Go
do
ahead,
it? Go right
You're
ahead.
standing.
The location is essentially dictated by the builders.
Well,
For where these,
Can you repeat the
Okay.
question?
The
so we can
question
hear?
is the
Can't hear.
location
Can't hear
dictated
now.
by the builder?
let me do it. The question was, are the locations for the housing dictated by the builders? And the short answer is, if a community seeks protection, and as we did through our DJ action from builders' remedy suits, and as we did when there was a COAH back during the prior rounds, the short answer is no. The municipality gets to plan for where this housing should be located. However, if a community does not seek those protections, then it has exposure to a builder's remedy suit, and then it doesn't get to decide basically the location, because unless that site under a